Hi, bitch besties. It's your main bitch, Melly. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to another episode of the Judgy Bitch Pod. Bitch besties, welcome back. This is a double episode. As we said last week, I'm still here with Molly. Hi, Molly.
Hello. I was so excited to be back.
I'm so excited to have you back, and I'm so excited to talk about this topic. We are going to talk today about Bridgerton. Obsessed with that show. Are you too?
Oh my gosh. Every time it comes out, I'm just like, I kick my husband out of the house and I'm like, I am so sad for it. The longing, it just makes me so happy.
I know it takes way too long to get the new season out. I can't wait
For
that long.
real. Yeah. I wish they would just like record everybody's seasons simultaneously so that we could have it all at once.
No, for real. I can't wait a whole year for a new season. That's too long. Do you typically binge watch it or do you watch like one episode at a time?
Oh, I'm such a binge watcher. I can't even imagine like holding out. And they usually release it like in 2 installments or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'll kind of like hold off a little bit so that I can watch 4 episodes in one sitting. And then I'm like, wait, I have to wait another 2 weeks for more.
Yeah. I hate that. I wish they would just drop the entire season so I can binge watch it at my own time. Do not control my life. I want to control my life.
We are control freaks.
Yes, that's funny. What is your overall verdict? Did you love the season? Did you like the season or was it not your favorite one?
I loved it. I really actually did love it. I didn't think that I was going to care so much about Benedict. I have a few complaints. Like, they really showed us Benedict kind of being more open and fluid and having some interest in like men too. And so
Mm.
I was kind of like a little bummed that they didn't keep going with that because I want everything to work out for everybody, but there's also this part of me that's like, I want to have like a really different storyline. I think we are going to get a
Yeah.
gay storyline obviously with Francesca next year, but I just like feel a little bit sad that it just always has to like end up so normal.
Yes. I agree with you. I totally agree. And I want to see if they bring on that Francesca storyline. I'm not sure if they do.
I think that they will actually. I mean, you're definitely already starting to like pick up on there's some sort of weird tension between Francesca and I can't remember her name, but
Michaela?
Michaela, duh. And you can feel like it's like that her like like she's breathing heavily whenever Michaela's around and she kind of gets all agitated and I love that. It's hot.
I love that too. I hope they do. I really do hope that they do. I feel like we need this in our TV landscape.
Yes, and I really just like I want a gay season. I thought
Yeah,
it maybe was gonna be Eloise, and then I thought it was gonna be Benedict, and so I'm like, "Okay, I'm ready for it."
I'm ready for it too. Let's talk about the main love story. Benedict and what's her name? Sophie.
Sophie, yeah, she's so cute.
What
I
did
it
you
was
think
such
about the
a
romance?
I okay, maybe hot take, but, like, it really bothers me when just a little communication could fix everything, and I think that that's probably a trope of this show, but, like, Sophie, why didn't you just tell him you were the girl who snuck into the ball? It, like, really bothers me that there were so many moments where she just could have said one tiny thing to
Yeah.
fix the whole problem, and I get that she was, like, horribly traumatized by her situation, but that sometimes bothers me. I'm so happy for them that they, like, found each other. I did, like, love their love, and Bridgerton just has such a unique way of making you feel yearning, and I love that. But yeah, there was just it also was just so Cinderella story that I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, get creative."
I felt the same way. It kind of bothered me that it was such a Cinderella story.
Including, like, the stepmother and the stepsisters and, it was just, like, so on the nose
Yeah.
that it felt like it was lacking creativity in that way, but I
I
still
think
love
so
it.
too.
I totally eat it up.
Of course, I loved it too, and I'm still obsessed with the show, but I was a little disappointed by the storyline. I'm not gonna lie.
I think so too. And I always love the outfits and everything, but I feel like they weren't quite as exciting to
Mm.
me this year too. I like wanted to really see Sophie pop off. I actually thought that her stepsisters had some of the best costumes and wardrobe of anybody this season. There was just so much color and like they really embraced the Asian heritage. And I really loved that element. I
Yeah,
didn't feel like Sophie benefited as much from that.
yeah. No, I agree. Uh, how did you feel about the final look? Like Sophie's final look, the light blue dress. Did you like her final look?
It was fine.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
Fine.
I was just
Yeah.
I think she was or she is such a gorgeous lady. Like the entire season with the minimalistic look, she was still this beautiful, gorgeous young lady. Like she wasn't the ugly duckling, right? Like she was beautiful. And then in the final look, this light blue dress and her makeup, it just didn't work for me for some reason.
I agree. You remember the movie Ever After with Drew Barrymore as like the Cinderella character?
No.
Okay, you have to watch it because it's literally Cinderella set in this time period. So I kept being reminded of it, but she just has there was this outfit that I just kept like wanting to see on Sophie that it's still understated. It's still very time period appropriate, but it was like glam,
Mm,
glamorous. I wanted more glam for that final look. And I
yeah,
also here's the other thing. I was like annoyed that they just accepted Sophie because they were like, "Oh, well, it's because your father actually said that you're royal." I'm like, "Why can't we be making changes in society?" It's always like
yeah,
everybody kind of keeps coming back to the societal rules, and that's why they succeed, and that
yeah.
just makes me annoyed.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I felt the same way the entire season, or like towards the end of the season. I was waiting for that to happen, that they change society rules and accept her. Or if that didn't happen, I was very disappointed with that necklace story because I thought maybe when they find that necklace, they realize, oh, this is like an heritage of King so and so, and she is royal. Like I waited for either side of the story to happen, and neither happened. And then the story kind of fell flat a little bit, don't you think?
I totally agree, and the same thing with Benedict. It's like he was in this very open relationship, he's bisexual, and yes, Sophie accepted him for being bisexual, and he accepted her for not being outwardly royal, but, like, I they both had such an opportunity to change society, and they just didn't. It was just like, "Oh, no, now they fit into society and everything's okay."
Yeah. And also how they were revealed the whole thing. The mom found out she's okay, fine, you know, and then they tricked the queen a little bit and she finds out and there is still no big bada boom. The queen is like, okay, fine, move on. Like I was so disappointed that I was waiting for this like build up for this high boom and that never happened.
You're so right. I think now that we're even talking about it, like I loved it and I was addicted to it, but I am really disappointed just how the whole story panned out.
Yeah. No, exactly. You are taking the words out of my mouth exactly the way I feel. I loved it and I couldn't stop watching it because it's still Bridgerton and they still do it well and everything. But the story just fell a little flat, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very like cotton candy. I mean, they know how to play with our emotions and they know how to just, you get the payoff of the happily ever after. But I think that that's just not enough in this day and age. Granted, it's a different time period. However, Shonda has already said that this is different than the actuality of that time period. We have a completely like mixed race community. And so
Yeah.
that is like this beautiful thing. But then from like a sexuality standpoint and a class standpoint, they're not doing anything interesting. They're still making all of those taboos taboo.
Yeah. Did you like the chemistry between Benedict and Sophie, especially if you compare it to the first season, which was pretty much a soft porn?
You just will never compare to Reggae Jean Page saying, "I burn for you." That was a flash in the pan. You'll never get that back. You'll
Yeah,
never get that back, and the fact that, like, he and Phoebe DeVayner didn't even appear on this season, I get it. I get that, like, once your season's concluded, you kinda, like, go off and ride off into the sunset, but that was just, like, I want them back. And I
same.
wanna know if they're still all hot and heavy because sometimes the brightest candles burn out the quickest, you know?
Oh,
Like,
that's
are
true.
what is their story now? Do they have a million kids and are they living like are do they hate each other?
Right. I heard rumors that they might bring them all back for next season.
Okay, good. Is it supposed to be the final season next season, or do we still have a few more?
Don't say that. I hope not. I haven't
Okay,
heard
yeah.
the part
We have to
that
get
yet.
all the way to Hyacinth, don't we?
How did you feel about the Lady Whistledown story being wrapped up in this season? Or it appeared to be wrapped up at first.
I'm actually very excited about that because I feel like since we found out, or I mean, we always knew who Whistledown was, but since the community figured out who Whistledown was, that whole aspect has been bland. No, but I thought that the whole Whistledown storyline this season was really bland. So I'm really excited for the fact that like we don't even know who Whistledown is now. And that element of surprise, I'm excited to get that back. But I think I have an idea of who it is already.
Okay. Who do you think it is?
I think it's Lady Bridgerton.
Ooh, that's
'Cause
a hot
she
take.
mentioned that she was, like, discovering herself and she wants to have fun and all of this stuff, and she even, left her boo, which is so annoying, he was so hot. So I think that she is, like she knows way too much and she is, like, here for the drama. Either her or Cressida's back now, so we've got her in the mix. I could see Cressida being Lady Whistledown again, but that's kind of already been done, so my money's on Lady Whistledown. Or Lady Bridgerton on Lady Bridgerton, sorry.
Yeah. Do you like that they bring Lady Whistledown back?
Or Cressida, or
No,
what
that whole storyline didn't finish, that they're actually going to bring it back.
Yeah, I do because it's like that is where the hot gossip and the drama tends to come from, and I feel like that might have been why we felt like it was missing this year. Especially because, I mean, the problem is if it's Lady Bridgerton, then she's gonna have the bias towards her children, and I liked when it was kind of, you nobody was safe. I want it to be where nobody's safe from the gossip.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Let's talk more about Francesca's storyline. How do you feel about that they killed off Michael? Was it Michael? Is it John? What's his name?
John,
John. I'm
but
sorry.
it could be anything because, like, sweet man, they had a sweet, like, situation, but it was a yawn. It was boring, and I'm ready for this little, like, uptight princess to totally get her world rocked by Michaela.
Yeah, I agree. It was a yawn. It was so boring. Although they struggle with fertility, which is a very hot topic, but I feel like the way they portrayed it, it was kind of boring. Like they didn't grab me with that.
No, they didn't, and I also feel like the infertility piece of it was tied so much to the fact that he actually wasn't her person. Yes, I think she loved him, but I don't think she was in love with him.
Yeah. Do you want a spoiler?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
If the bitch besties don't want to spoil, fast forward 30 seconds. But I heard in the original books, which I will never read because I hate reading the books when the storyline is so different. But in the original books, Michaela is a Michael.
Okay. See, what? Like, why? change that when we already did have a potentially gay storyline with Benedict?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Benedict in the book because I didn't read the books. I don't know if he had a bisexuality in the books too, but yeah,
I actually really like that it is a gay love interest for Francesca because I feel like she has been so, like, closeted in all of the ways that it makes total sense to me that her character would be closeted and would have a gay storyline, so I prefer that.
me too. She was so uptight, especially with the John struggles and sexuality struggles. She was so uptight. So I'd like to see her become really wild and dirty. Like, bring it on. I want the soft
Yeah.
porn back.
Yes, I'm ready. It's like heated rivalry Bridgerton edition.
Yes. I never watched Heated Rivalry. I need to watch that.
You have to.
I need to. Yeah. How did you feel when Michaela left?
Confused, but I think it's a it's giving me, like, okay, maybe we get to go to Scotland and really see something different. I always love a different like, some different scenery, and I think seeing Michaela in her element would be nice because obviously she has huge connections in Scotland, and she's like, she's showing people the dances, and I want her to get Francesca drunk in Scotland, so I'm hopeful for that.
Me too. Me too. And since you mentioned Scotland, I find it funny that this place in the UK and barely anyone has a British accent,
Yes, so true.
which I'm kind of glad about it because I don't need as much subtitles.
You know what? That's a good point. I do not need subtitles when I watch that show. If I watch, like, Outlander, I'm like, "What's happening?"
Yeah, some accents are stronger than others, and I should know because, Bitch Bestie over here has an accent too. That's funny. Um, what do you think is going to be the major storyline for next season? Do you think it's going to be Francesca and Michaela?
I really hope so because I don't want to see another Eloise. I want Eloise to be okay being a spinster, and I don't need another love story with her.
Interesting.
Um, and then the younger kids, I don't think are quite old enough yet. And it seems like Hyacinth is just going to be another, whatever the first girl,
Yeah, goodness.
Daphne. Daphne.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There were so many side stories in this season. Did you like that, or did you feel like it took away?
I think, it actually kind of did add to it this season because of the just boringness of the Cinderella story that was the main storyline. I
Yeah.
think they did that. Otherwise, it would have just felt so overdone to be watching Cinderella again on repeat. So
Mhm.
I actually really liked it, and I think it prepared us for the Francesca storyline, which I appreciated. So I didn't mind it.
Same. I enjoyed that actually. I don't mind. I feel like it could get more boring if they just focus on the one couple. I like the side plots a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I remember in, like, Daphne's season where, you were kind of starting to get some side storylines, and I was like, I don't care about anybody else except Daphne and I burn for you guy.
True.
But now at this time, I was like, okay, I don't mind it if it's a different character right now. I'm interested in what's happening with them.
Yeah, especially since they're building season upon season. You kind of want to follow up what happened to the couple from last season, right? So you do want to get that side story.
Yeah, it did feel like a very transitional season. It didn't feel
That's
uh
true.
like a landmark season.
Yeah. Which of the couples in this season was your favorite?
Mm, I mean, I really did like Benedict and Sophie. I've still rooted for them and wanted them to make it and everything. Um and I but Yeah, but I also really like, it's not a couple, but I appreciated seeing Hyacinth grow up a little bit and
Mhm.
have some feelings. Actually who I really loved seeing was Lady Bridgerton and her beau. I'm sad that that didn't go the distance.
I really enjoyed that storyline a lot. And as you said earlier, he's a hottie, hottie, hottie.
Yes, I know them.
What is the name of Lady Whistledown again? What was her name? Yeah, but her. I
I cannot Penelope?
Penelope, thank you. Yeah.
Penelope.
I really enjoyed Penelope and her boo, and I like that they brought back the carriage sex scene.
Yes, I do too. It was yeah, they are like one of the only married couples that we still get to see be hot and heavy.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of hers. I love her, and I love the relationship they portray on the show. I really like that, and I like that she's also still besties with Eloise.
I do too. Yes, I was gonna be sad if their friendship didn't continue. Again, Eloise, I think, would have been a great candidate for a potentially gay storyline with Cressida. I thought that might happen. But I do love Penelope. And I also think that she has some of the best costume design of anybody on the show.
I agree. I agree. How did you feel about Sophie's stepmother?
Oh my God. I have two minds about her. I like obviously she was such a bitch and I hate her, but she was serving cunt. Like I loved that she was like her outfits were serves. I
Yeah,
thought she's gorgeous. I'm kind of obsessed with her and she should play like Maleficent or something. Like she'd be such a good villain.
yeah, yeah. And how did you feel about that housekeeper that is now gonna start working for her?
Which one what did she go work for her and then she went back to Penelope's mom's house or
Did she go
right?
back? I'm just trying to
I think
remember
she
that.
finally went back. She went back, which, like, I hate Penelope's mom. Um, I actually really liked seeing the maid storylines because it makes sense that they would be the ones who are really the secret keepers and who hold a lot of the power. But again, I think the way that it went with Sophie's storyline was just kind of like, oh, she was a maid, but she's not anymore. And like
Yeah.
I want the maids to just all rise up and like I would love a maid season. I would love like
Oh,
a
yeah.
full maid season. Or
Yeah.
maybe that's a spin-off.
You know what I always confuse it with? Because it reminds me so much of that other TV show, The Gilded Age.
Yeah, totally.
It's
I
like
haven't watched
overlapping.
it, but it
Oh, you
looks very similar. Yeah.
oh, I highly recommend. I love that show. It's amazing. And it's New York too, which is even,
Okay.
on point for me. I love
Okay,
it.
I'll get on it. I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I always confuse it in my head because Gilded Age also focuses on the maid story and like the people working in the house. And now Bridgerton goes into that spectrum as well. And so in my mind, it like overlaps. Like who's who now?
That'd be a good crossover.
That would be fun, actually. And didn't somebody consider moving to
Oh,
America?
yes, Sophie was gonna get on a ship and
Oh,
go
yes,
to
Sophie.
America.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
somebody
funny.
should.
They should definitely do that. Who else do you think has spin-off potential?
I think Francesca for sure. I mean, I
You know,
don't know now.
they did this spin-off with the Queen, right? And
Oh,
showed
I did
her
love
story.
love that spin You know what? You know who has spin-off potential is Lady Danbury.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
I would love to see her have a love story somewhere else.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about it recently. We both said that too. But you know what? I would also like to see Miss Bridgerton.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I get that she's so tied with her family, that
Yeah.
she can't really have a life of her own. So I'll be curious to see how she evolves next season.
But they could also throw it back to where Mr. Bridgerton was still alive and how the family was created and all that. I would like to see that too.
You're right. I want that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I want that.
Yeah. What is your next season's prediction?
I think it's really gonna be a season dedicated to Francesca and Michaela. I hope
Mhm.
that it is. And like I said, I think Lady Bridgerton is the new Lady Whistledown.
Love it. I love it. Well, I can wait. I think it comes out next year. I think we still have a whole year to go. I can wait for it. We want to keep this episode short too, but I do have some quick fire wrap up questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. Which was your favorite character of this whole season?
Hmm. I'm gonna go with Lady Bridgerton.
Love it. I really loved her in this season too. I agree. Which was your most annoying character?
Sophie, even though I loved her, again, I'm just like, just tell him. Just tell him. It would drove me absolutely crazy. Her just holding back all the time. It was very she really was a martyr, and I that bothered me.
I agree. And because she didn't speak up, I felt like the story was dragged out a little bit.
Agreed. Agreed. Like I loved Sophie, but I wanted to shake her.
I have to ask one more question. What did you think of the bathtub
Oh, I
plot?
liked it. I
Did you
liked it.
hear that she got sick from it?
Oh, no. It was
Apparently
so
they
cold.
f- they filmed it for I think for like 8 or 9 hours in that bathtub that she like developed some fungus or something like that.
Ew. Gross.
Yeah. I mean the shit they go through, right? Just to make us
Yeah,
happy.
really.
Yeah. All right. What did you think was the best costume moment?
Ooh. Okay, I can't remember. It was like one of I thought that the mean stepsister, one
Hmm.
of her dresses, I think it was like it might have been when she was getting proposed to. I actually thought that. I love like cherry blossoms and
Yeah.
I thought that her dress was just so gorgeous. What was yours?
No, I agree with you. I remember that moment and I was thinking, wow, that's awesome. But I also really like Penelope's costumes this season.
Yeah. Yeah, I did too. And I really again, I loved Lady Bridgerton's lingerie.
Yes.
I loved that.
I loved everything about her. Her having tea. I'm
Mm,
going to start
that
using that.
was
I want to have tea.
sweet.
Uh, okay, rate the season 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it like a 6.
Mm, cool. Right in the middle there, somewhere. Yeah. How excited are you for the next season?
I'm excited, but I think that I do need time between the seasons. Like, I would like to just go into the next season, but I especially after talking about it, I'm like, "That was kind of annoying. I'm not quite ready for it." So, I'm excited, but I'm, like, okay with it being a little while until we watch the next season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It could be a couple months for me or half a year, but a full year is always like such a drag.
Yes, agreed,
Yeah.
agreed.
Before I let you go, one quick game for us to play.
Okay,
To play. Marry, kiss, avoid.
okay.
Bridgerton edition. Colin Bridgerton, Benedict Bridgerton, John Sterling.
Which one is John Sterling?
John is the one that died, I think.
Oh, he's my avoid. And then I would kiss Benedict and marry Colin.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. What about you?
I think I'm along those lines too. I would avoid
Yeah.
John just because they portrayed him as so lame and so boring.
Yeah.
And then between the other two, I could go either way.
Well, I actually could too, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I do feel like Benedict would keep life exciting. So maybe
Yeah,
I would actually marry Benedict.
that's true. That's true. But also he has a little fuckboy energy, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I can see that.
I could even see him like stepping outside the marriage down the line.
Yeah, true. I think it would have to be an open marriage situation.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I can wait. I wish you and I had a say in the plot for next season.
I mean, it's become so predictable that maybe we do.
Yes, that's very true too. Molly, thank you so much for recording a double episodes with me. I really, really loved it. I can wait to see what the Bitch Besties say about it, what their hot takes are on the season. Please tell them one more time where they can follow you and also where they can book your services.
Yes, you can follow me at Her Sharpness on TikTok, or you can book me for your organizational needs at workforceenergetics.com.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. Bitch Besties, thanks so much for watching and listening. Let us know what you think, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks, Bitch Besties, for listening. Make sure to follow us at the Judgy Bitch Pod. And hey, spread the word. Tell your friends, your ex, your dog walker. We'd love the support. Want to be part of the show? DM us your feedback, hot takes, or unapologetic opinions. We just might read them on air. And don't forget to follow, rate, and review the pod. See you next week. Cheers, bitches.